It is now time to fit the head. Very excited about doing this. The head is still in the same position that it was. I've double checked that it is at top dead center. There's a little notch on the pulley that has to be horizontal with the deck, and it is, because it's very difficult to rotate an assembled head because of the valve springs and all the rest of it. So I've still got a little bit of engine oil on the top of the pistons and that, which is a-okay. I'm just going to give them the final little bit of cleanup, and then I'll put the gasket on using the locating pins, and then I'll drop the head on top and then use brand new head bolts to torque the head down in 3 different stages. The first stage is torque it down to 40 Newton meters. The second stage is to torque it down to 60 Newton meters. And then the third stage is to give it another quarter turn, a 90-degree turn, and that should be the head fitted. That is the head on and torqued down. I'm quite stoked to have gotten this far now. Now it's just the cam cover gasket and the cam cover. Good time to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, it's free of charge. Then I can proceed to fit the belts and the other bits, and we are that much closer to getting this resealed, refreshed engine back into Patina Pete. That's going to get torqued up to 80 Newton meters, but I've got to figure out how to lock this first, then tweak it up. This locking technique on the block. The timing of this is important because it drives the distributor, and the distributor determines which spark plug fires when, which maketh the car run. This one has to go up to 200. So this is the timing belt kit for my 1.8 GTI engine. It's an inner timing belt kit. That's the belt. And then I should have a tensioner. Yes, I do. A little sticker so I can say at what mileage, what date the timing belt was changed. And the replacement stud. So I've already got the stud in, which is in good nick, so I'm not going to replace that. And this is the tensioner. Not sure which way this is supposed to face, but I presume this has got to face outwards because those are the little 2 holes that you can use to tighten it up so you can get it into the right place. And here we got the spring washer and the nut. So what happens is you'll position this and then hold it in place and then tighten it down. I've got all of the gears in the correct position. Now what I want to make sure of is that nothing moves around. I want good tension between each of these different gears. Got to get these 2 tight here first. Slide that on. Okay, so that's nice and tight there. This can't turn more than 90 degrees. I'm just going to find something that I can use to tension that up. Alright, so I have some pliers that look like that. They're usually for circlips. Pop that in there like that. And then as I tension that, you can see how it tensions the belt. I've got to nip it up at the 15. I'll check the tension. That's good. Simple as that. Now I need to rotate the engine 2 times and make sure that the timing marks land up in the correct place. Okay, so it matches down there, it's correct down there. I'll check the flywheel. Flywheel is at 12 o'clock. Now I need to check the mark on the back of the camshaft. And that's in the correct place over there. Happy days. Now with that in place and tensioned up, I can put the front cover on and of course fit the cam cover to the top of the engine. Now I just need to figure out which of the O-rings that came in this gasket set are the correct size. Now these are green. I don't know if they were green originally, but they are green now. That fits, but it is not thick enough. That feels like it. Too big. There we go. Perfect. I'm sure this is going to be the same. Great. Now before I fit these proper, I'm going to make 100% sure that these surfaces are clean. Calcified coolant. There must have been a lot of coolant leaking out of these flanges over the years for there to be so much petrified coolant, rock hard coolant on these flanges, but they're clean now. I'm not sure what direction this distributor housing has to face in. I believe there's a particular direction that it has to point in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.